the leg Turk, one of the best ways to transition from a takedown right to back points. The Turk is mainly done off of a double leg. So when I shoot a double leg on my opponent, whether it's high crotch to double or I get to my double, I'm gonna put him to his hip. Big thing when I finish double is I wanna stay on my toes driving because I gotta keep him on his hip. So, you know, we'll turn this way a little bit. So I drive, I finish. Watch what I'm gonna do here, ready? Toes, hips low so I don't get flipped, and I'm driving my toes. Okay, driving my toes. From here, I'm lifting the bottom leg up, and I'm not only lifting, but I'm splitting his legs. So I'm lifting this knee away because the defense to the Turk is him getting this knee in. So I need to keep that knee away, lift the foot, Turk. When I Turk, like after I hook the ankle, I want to slide my body up and get my Turk more towards the knee. So let's turn this way quick. So we finished our double here, and we're here. I want you guys to see this. So if I have the leg turked, okay, I have it hooked, the main defense is getting your knee in front here and blocking, and then he can turn to his stomach. So what I need to do is I need to get my body in front of that knee. So now as you guys can see over here, the knee's on the outside of my hip. I need to get my body here. So after I finish the double, I get my Turk, I need to get my body up in front so that I can block him from getting his knee in front. If you're too low on the Turk, like your leg is hooked at the ankle, and you're not covering enough, it's super easy to just slide that knee forward and belly out. So I'm here. I'm normally coming for some sort of crossface around the neck here, and then I'm gonna elevate the leg. There's different ways I'll elevate the leg, but it's pretty simple though. This is something that people don't understand. I'm trying to pin the person. Pinning is here, this part on his back. So I'm moving my body in a way, like I'm elevating this leg up, and I'm moving my body in a way that pins him. So I need to know that this shoulder needs to go down, so I'm gonna put weight towards that shoulder, right? Like I'm not gonna push up towards his head, he needs to get pinned. Pin him, put his two shoulder blades in the mat, turn his face, get that shoulder down, right? I think a lot of people, they just kind of like, just putting pressure in different positions. They're not focusing on putting the two shoulder blades on the mat. So I'm elevating him coming here, all right? I might even, like bridge towards your stomach a little bit. I might even flip his hips. So if I want to get his back to the mat, a lot of times I'll pin his hip to the mat. So as you guys can see, one hip is up. Watch how I elevate the leg a little bit differently this time. I'm gonna elevate and bring it into bring his hip flat, see that? Elevate into him this way. So I may elevate towards the head to get the back flat, but I may elevate towards this way to get his hip down, to look to get those shoulder blades flat. So you'll see a variation of the way you elevate the leg. You can elevate it towards his head. You can elevate it over his hip to get his hip to go flat, because getting the hip flat helps the shoulders flat. So the goal is obviously to get the shoulders flat. Some other things I might look for as I'm pinning here. So we come here, I'm on my toes, immediately sliding that shoulder up. I'm here. The shoulder always wants to be up towards the chest and the neck. I don't want to keep it down in the hip because he can look for a funk roll here. He can bend at his waist. But if I slide my shoulder up towards his chest, he can't bend at his chest, so he can't reach my legs. I Turk. I start coming up. If you're in high school or in freestyle, you can grab the foot, and that also creates a lot of pain for the person, and it makes it much easier to pin the person, okay? So you essentially grab the foot, touch it to their head, all right? Now, the trap Turk. This one is so hard to get out of. The regular Turk we just did, you kind of crawl forward and go to your knee and go to your stomach. But for the trap Turk, it's much more difficult. So say I hit a double here. I'm keeping my pressure, but this time I'm gonna throw a half. So there's different ways it kind of ends up happening, but I'm here. I'm gonna throw a half on the leg. It's kind of weird, but I'm gonna throw a half and put my hand into the knee. So as you're finishing here, you know, maybe he's keeping his legs closer. See this? Like he doesn't not letting me split and Turk. See this? He's not letting me Turk. Okay, well let me go under and come here. So you're in a position where you can't split and step because their knees are too close. Well, now I'm gonna go under the bottom leg, throw a half Nelson, and get my hand on his kneecap. Then all I'm gonna do is just replace my leg my hand with my leg. So I'm gonna climb up, throw my leg over top. Now here's a very key point here. We'll turn this way. I need my other knee to come on the other side so his knee is in between my legs. I can't be here. If I go to drive here, just roll all the way through that way to your stomach. He can kick and unwind. But if I have my leg here, the knee can't come, he can't unwind that way. So after I get this turked, the knee comes on the opposite side up into his belly button where I can just look to get that pin here. And now he can't turn either way. The Turk stops him from turning towards the camera, and then because I'm over this knee, it stops him from turning away from the camera. Okay? So we'll show you that again from like, and there's different ways that will kind of happen, but a lot of times I'm trying to Turk. All right, maybe he has his legs pinched. Maybe I can't even hook. You were here, you ever try to do this? Finish here? I'm trying to finish, I can't. Okay, start working through here. Pulling the bottom leg out. Maybe pulling here. Shelving, we can do that too. Look right here. Grab, shelf, then thread. That's probably even better. Bottom leg, shelf, then thread. Hand at half Nelson behind the knee. Step your leg through. Slide this knee up towards the stomach. Now you're in a position where you're getting that pin. Very tough to get out of. It can happen in different types of scenarios, but you end up in the same position. Like for example, say I had a single come out the back door. I start going my swing finish here. I come here. We end up here. Maybe his knee is low for some reason. Okay, I see that. Oh, there's my trap Turk. Shelf it. Come here, right? So I just did a single. I was trying to finish out the back door here. Oh, the knee's close. Let me just do that. Boom, let me just pin him here. Slide up, step. And you can do, see how I slid up first? You can do that too. You can step, but you may want to slide your knee up. You may feel more comfortable sliding your knee up first, then stepping, then coming there, okay? Low double, right? Like if I shoot like a low single or a low double here, I knock him to his hip here, I just start threading it over top. So now this time I hit a low double. The hand that hit the hand that's on the low single, I guess you'd say, threads over top. And now I start climbing up. But look at the opposite hand has the half. It's a little bit awkward. Just step the foot, take the hand out, now we're in the same position. So I'll show you that low double again because I just think, or low single, but you're finishing double. But it's a little bit different because you have the opposite hand hitting the half. Fake high crotch maybe, boom, right in here. I start finishing. We're here. Let's circle this way a little bit towards the camera. Okay, we're here. I just finished. I start threading through like a leg lace, and then I start crawling up into them. My knee's got to get to that stomach so I can step and get to this position here with that knee in between. Knee's crowded too. If my knee's away, his knee can slide to this position. My knee needs to be crowded into him. Now I'm trying to look to get that pin. In a lot of scenarios, this will happen in a couple different scenarios. And you can Turk from from top. So just so you guys know, if you like, say, a great series here is, if you like cross-face cradles, you can start the series by trying to Turk here. Okay. Look at that little detail too as I Turk. This is back to the traditional Turk. I take his face and I turn his face, and that helps put the shoulder, we're trying to pin him. This shoulder's up, but turning the face and pushing there helps that shoulder go down. And then I put my chest on his shoulder and I slide more. Finding a way to get those shoulder blades down. Hopefully that gave you guys a good understanding of the Turk. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below.